I mean, what more can you really ask for? I said that I did think it was going to be a better fight. I said that I thought, what's his name, Lima was going to knock Boots down, and Boots was going to get up and shit out of me. Boots just cut to the chase. That's all.
That's the energy we need, Boots. Yeah, I seen that damn interview, man. Oh yeah, that's the energy we need, man. Damn, I've been waiting on that, man. You let those nuts hang last.
I was thinking before the fight, like stylistically, that he will knock him out because Lima is good fighter, but his chin is open in there. I'm more defensive, going inside, and my head is a little bit down, so it's not so easy to knock the guy out. But Lima, it was.
Boots Ennis he's the real package. He's the full package. I've been saying this for a long time. It's no secret, and a lot of people see it, and they had their ups and downs about how they feel about him. But he's the full package. He can fight inside, outside. He can punch. He's got good hand speed. He's technically solid. His father does a good job. He's mentally right. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's the full package. But
Teddy Atlas's statements are having a greater impact now, following Boots Ennis's devastating knockout of Wisma Lima in the first round yesterday. Atlas's assertion that Ennis is a genuine talent doesn't seem like mere hype. This statement sounds like a message from God. The fight was over after less than 2 minutes and 2 powerful knockdowns. One fighter, known for his speed, strength, and proficiency in cold techniques, emerged victorious. The kind of showing that makes everyone in the division hold their breath. After that ending, even the biggest names in boxing couldn't keep quiet. Oscar de la Hoya almost asked for the next big fight. He replied, please bring on Botis after that wonderful performance. There was a lot of energy after the knockout. Fans were thrilled, and now one of the biggest stars in boxing had spoken, turning the excitement into real pressure. Promoters find themselves in a situation where they have to think about what's next for Ennis. That kind of tension could make everything different. Either it will make him a hero, or it will push him to new heights. It's no longer just about another win that makes people excited. It has to do with what comes next. People on a fight can feel it. Everyone is waiting for the next bell because something important is about to happen. Then Basius, his father and teacher, spoke. Basius knows more about alcohol than anyone else. He told exactly what took place in the corner that night and what his child wanted to say.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go at least 2 or 3 rounds. You think it'd be more competitive at all? You kind of just back like nothing. No, because I told Boots not to go out there and play around. Go out there and make a pick.
The way he spoke made you feel both proud and sure, like he had been through this before. This wasn't a surprise or a chance. It was a chance to get ready for a meeting. Each move and punch was a component of a long-planned strategy. Bosi saw more than just a win. He heard a comment that resonated throughout the section. It was an alert for people who were watching. His son isn't there to take part. He has come to rule. After all the damage, everyone now knows what the Ennis family has been saying the whole time. After that, Tim Bradley rushed in, pumped up and shooting like a fan. He asked Boots to always bring the same level of energy. His response turned the noise of the crowd into a clear call to action.
Intro, that's the energy we need, Boots. Yeah, I seen that damn interview, man. Oh yeah, that's the energy we need, man. Damn, I've been waiting on that, man. You let those nuts hang last night. Woo-wee! You let them hang last night, man. Damn, I know your fans is at home. They cheering right now, boy. Woo, they went to church this morning, hit the Holy Ghost dance this morning after your performance last night, man, and after what you said. You want all of them. Now, hey, these promoters now, oh yeah, these fighters and these promoters, boy, yeah. All that stuff you said, now you gotta bag it up. Yeah, Ortiz, I don't want to hear nothing about not fighting no damn freaking Boots. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Win, lose, or draw against Lubin, damn it, you need to fight Boots. Yeah, y'all supposed to do it at 47. Oh yeah, now you at 54. Hey, we want to see it. We want to see it, win, lose, or draw. Hey, Lubin can get that work too. Yeah, Lubin can get it too. He know what time it is. Lubin already know. He probably already in his spar boots before. He know what that man bring into the ring.
After his show, the atmosphere was electric. People were amazed and hungry at the same time. Both promoters and athletes viewed it as a challenge. On social media, people started to ask for real matches. When there is that much pressure, big changes can happen very quickly. The next opponent won't be able to hide if the noise keeps getting louder. At this point, the fight didn't seem like a one-time thing, but like the start of a chase. The light always shines on his boots when he goes through the ropes. Candidates should come prepared, or they will be thrown out right away. Then, Bradley praised the skill itself and pointed out that it is something not many people can do. He is naturally able to perform well when things get tough. His words made people who supported Ennis rethink where he stood on the world map.
Talent, I'm telling you, man, one of the most talented young fighters on planet Earth. Yeah, The thing is, Shakur has it under control. Boots is starting to get it under control, you know? What did I see in the fight? Oh, yeah, he fought a jabroni. Yeah, the dude was scared as hell. I saw it in his eyes when he was looking at him and, you know, when the referee was giving the little last-minute instructions, man. I'm like, man, this dude finna get in here and get knocked out. He looked spooked. His eyes was big as hell. He was like, damn. Oh, my God, this might be a little bit too much for me, man. Man, look. It's the way you do it. It's the way you go about your damn business. You know, it's a million ways to skin a damn cat. But it's how you do it, man. Some does it better than others. But damn, it was perfection last night from Boots, man. Those little seconds and minutes that I saw, the positioning, man, the patience, man, the eyes, man, the IQ, how he was taking advantage of Lima's mistakes, man, you know, and still was being so technically sound.
After the recommendation, people stopped saying, wow, and started saying, watch out. Analysts started drawing possible pairs. Trainers have already begun changing the ideas behind games. Now, different parts of the company are sizing Boots up in different ways. People who watched felt the risks rise. This was not merely another setback, but rather an indication of immense potential. In the best way, the sport felt smaller and more dangerous. Exciting, but not sure. The reports from the scouts will follow him around. You can expect top teams to watch tapes and get answers ready. Bradley's next statement focused on the importance of discipline and its essential role in elite fights. A gentle warning that being smart is not enough. He made a picture of the tougher tests that were coming up and the work boots that would help him do well.
For technical ability from Boots, man. I'm looking for discipline from his ass. That's what I need to see from him, man, because he gonna be fighting some killers in this division, man, that can crack right along with him, right? And sometimes fights can end up being who can take whose punch better, right? You know what I'm saying? But as far as skill for skill, man, you can look at the whole landscape of the damn division. Man, Boots got an Uzi. Boots got an AK-47. He got missiles. That boy even got a damn nuke. He got every weapon there is, man. He got barriers, yeah, underground. You know what I'm saying? He got caves and stuff he can go into. You know what I'm saying? Tuck up in the high guard, use his head moving and get the hell out of the way. The man got good feet. He can punch coming forward. He can punch going backwards. He can catch and shoot on the inside, man. Yeah, he can slip counter. There's nothing that he can't do. Now look, hey, his physical game on the inside, that can probably get a little bit better. Yeah, just them physical controls, man. You know what I'm saying?
That warning was a stark reminder of reality. Fans cheered, but people who were there just nodded. There are many killers on the way to the peak who don't care about highlight clips. Suddenly, people are talking a lot about conditioning, patience, and mental toughness. The next person who plays you will look for those small holes. Boots is almost impossible to hurt if he tightens up certain areas. If not, the division will eventually find him. Hard runs and boxing matches will be used to judge the next camps. This isn't talk anymore. You can use it as a guide to stay alive and grow. Bradley then turned his attention to the inner game, the tough, physical parts of boxing that win wars, not rounds. He suggested making those changes to turn authority into long-term control.
Framing motherfuckers up in the framing MFers. Start framing them up on the inside, yeah, just roughhousing them, you know what I'm saying? Pulling their head down, right? Grabbing one arm, tucking it underneath, right? And hit them with the opposite arm. Just a little bit more physicality on the inside, man. He get that down, ooh, it's gonna be hard to beat him. Yeah, right now, I'm declaring right now, Boots gonna be undisputed at 154 pounds. Undisputed, man. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. Man, you see him get touched last night on that chinny chin. He got smacked. Bam! Did you see how I react though? That's the thing. That's the difference. Some people they get hit and then they like, ooh, oh my, let me get out the way. He was like, oh, that's all you got? That's all. Now take mine. Boom, come back with his big bang, right? Then the follow-up combination was clean. They wasn't reckless and stuff, all under control. See, that's what I'm talking about, Boots. Yeah, hey, you fought this jabroni, you did what you were supposed to do. Now, you take this type of performance.
The rise of crime and art changed the mood in locker rooms. Coaches started making plans for clinch and body control workouts. Fans who liked the highlight KO started to want an even better all-around fighter. Talk quickly moved from brief flashes of brilliance to longevity and game plans. It was easy to understand. Being flexible wins titles. Boots won't just stop warriors if he learns how to do the tough stuff. He'll live longer than them. It's just that the game is harder now. His trainers will put him to the test with new and harder drills and sparring. Bradley has stressed that the way he is growing now will be what his impact is. This show is about hunting time. Stop hiding and seek out the genuine individuals. The top contenders that he wanted significant fights to occur in order to determine whether Boots represents a fleeting moment or a lasting movement.
This type of performance, and you go fight them Vergil Ortiz's, Baccarams of the world, and Xander Zayases of the world, man. Now it's hunting season. That's what it needs to be. You was talking big talk after the fight. Hey man, look, I believe you. I believe you. You want those big fights, man. I love that energy, man. But you better tell Eddie Hearn, give me them damn fights. Hey, the money's there. You already know. Turkey Al-Sheik, he waiting on your ass. Turkey Al-Sheik already said, man, hey, all he want to fight is jabronis. That's it. I'm putting on real fights over here. If you ain't willing to step up and fight the real over here, then boy, stay over there with that Eddie Hearns, my guy. But now, damn it, you said it. Now live up to it. Yeah, you let them nuts hang last night. Let's go. It's time to turn it up, my boy. It's time to turn it up. Yeah, we need you. Oh, boxing needs you, Boots.
After that call, guesswork turned into a plan. Individuals who connect people, networks, and opposing groups all responded to the call. Big amounts of money and much bigger risks came after the names of noble people. Fans were looking forward to large pay-per-views and big shows. Now, every contract talk and signing is more important than ever. Boxing might focus on one comeback kid who has become a dangerous competitor if those fights occur. The division remained silent until the intense pursuit began. The next question is when and who will sign. Future deals could change everything. It's almost time for the next big story. Teddy Atlas spoke up and explained what the whole show was about. He talked about the game, how big the difference was, and why this result was important for more than one night. From his point of view, you could tell that the team that chose Lima knew what they were doing. To do the job, Ennis still had the right tools.
Look, I'm not saying the guy was this, which if you're only listening, you're not watching, I'm putting my hand low. I'm not saying he's low level instead of real high level. I'm just saying that they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing when they picked this opponent. In a way, you still have to execute. You still have to have the goods. And Ennis has the goods. They have confidence in him. That's what showed. He was a big guy. He's moving up. Ennis was moving up to 154 the first time to go into those waters. And he was fighting a guy who's naturally bigger, been up to middleweight, been at junior middleweight for his whole career. So he's fighting a bigger guy, a strong guy. But they saw what I saw. Yeah, the guy was a game guy who's only got one loss.
Atlas's speech brought attention to the game of chess going on behind the fight. He told everyone that execution is also important, even though style matches and size may affect the fight. Ennis showed the poise and skill needed to win big, even against a bigger and more experienced opponent. What made this knockdown so deadly was the difference between Ennis's plan and the way it was carried out. It wasn't luck. It was a mix of planning ahead and excellent timing. They should have taken notes, promoters, and matchmakers. Who is offered to boot next will depend on what happens after that choice. Atlas then played the old movie again and explained that Lima's past loss did not mean he was safe from harm. It only told a part of the story. In order to compare last night's fight to others, he told the crowd what was most important.
Watch that tape of his loss. He lost to an undefeated fighter. The first thing I marked down, because I write everything down, I said, yes, he lost a competitive fight here. But the opponent the undefeated opponent, is nowhere near the level of Ennis. He's nowhere near that level. So that's a little star to me. Teddy, don't forget that. You know, he lost a competitive fight, but don't get crazy. He lost a competitive fight to an undefeated fighter, but he ain't Ennis. And then I saw what made me, what made me pick it. He gets hit, especially on the inside and close, but he gets hit. He stood up, he showed a lot of heart in that fight, but again, it was in a fight with a guy who was not Ennis.
Atlas needed to look more closely at more than just records. He said that a fighter's skill against good opponents and their ability to deal with stress were more important than a single loss on paper. Some people called it a dangerous clash, but that careful study of the film turned it into a test that they were ready for. Atlas made the win look like it had to happen by pointing out the differences. His fall changed the story from being surprising to something that had to happen. When experts watch the film again with Ennis, they will see it in a new way. Atlas finally paid attention to the punches, the rhythm, and the little details that told him why Ennis ended when other people might have stopped. For example, he showed how one technical choice could turn a close battle into a sudden end.
Another thing. Yeah, he got hit, and he got hit with uppercuts. So I made a mark to myself. I said, you can't miss this guy with an uppercut. Now, the other guy hit him with an uppercut too, the fight that I watched. But he didn't follow up. He didn't put them together. Elite fighters, I'll say it again, elite fighters put them together. They finished the job. And then I said, wait a minute. Ennis puts them together. Ennis will therefore finish the job. He will hit him with the uppercut just like this fighter did, but then he will put them together. He will not allow him, with all the heart he has and a decent chin, he will not allow him to survive. The speed, the level of Ennis will now take over and dominate. Sure enough, bang, bang. That's exactly what happened. I didn't know it was gonna happen that fast. To be honest, I'd be a liar if I told you, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen in the first round. I thought it would take a couple rounds, but it doesn't matter. What mattered was my reasoning, what I saw, why I made the pick. And that's how I make my picks. You gotta know, hopefully you know your vocation, you know your trade, you know what the hell you're dealing with. And
the finish felt fake because of the technology problem. Atlas talked about how skilled boxers don't miss chances and change shots. He gave an example of how Ennis turned moments into motion and momentum into a stop. The answer turned chance into a skill that can be learned in gyms and improved by sparring. You can't just say that the KO was because of power after hearing him. You can see why things are going crazy. If fighters want to get close to Ennis, they will remember this lesson in the gym. Stephen Fulton answered in a calm and thoughtful way. The kind that comes from someone who has been through a lot and knows how quickly things can shift. His words cut through the background noise and reminded everyone that sometimes even the pros are surprised by what they read. He told me, "I don't know if it would have been that easy, but it was easy." The buzz picked up after that comment because of the calm judgment. The experts agreed with Fulton that he wasn't boasting. He was looking at what was going on. From his point of view, people thought again about how hard the night was for Lima. Trainers started going over important routines again with more focus. With that one short line, happiness turned into study time. It made the ending seem both unavoidable and right. Now every group wants to know what they missed and how to fix it. Fulton then talked about the heartbeat of a fan. He made it clear that the crowd wants monsters and drama just as much as they want talents. He told them that a quick end can make some people happy and others angry. And that balance is what makes a legacy.
Yeah, but only thing is, the fans is gonna be mad because they want this shit like the Mike Tyson era. When Mike used to fight and he used to put him out like 50 seconds, motherfuckers used to get mad, so Boots had to start carrying him a little bit.
That comment changed the conversation from a pure study to one based on feelings. The promoters could smell the worry. Long wars make tales, while short fights sell highlights. There are a lot of takes on social media. Some people wanted war to happen more. Others wanted more tests to be done. The argument right now isn't about who is the best, but about how we should remember them. Will Ennis be the hero of the highlight reels or the calm winner? People are still debating and buying tickets because of that divide. The noise only makes the next thing more important. The way Stylianides talked was calm, like he had been in the ring and felt the power for himself. He said some deep things about the performance and what it meant about Ennis's work.
I was thinking before the fight, like stylistically, that he will knock him out because Lima is good fighter, but his chin is open in there. I'm more defensive, going inside, and my head is a little bit down, so it's not so easy to knock the guy out. But Lima, it was like, damn. I said, like, yeah, damn, for sure. Good performance, and it's good. I'm happy for him. He works hard, and he is great talent.
His response turned the excitement after the fight into a useful list for trainers and athletes. It took a lot of hard work and planning to get it done, and he reminded everyone that small technology errors can quickly become big problems. The coaches will look at both his words and the tape to see where the edge came from. There's more truth in that amount of respect than in hype. It gives you credibility in the locker room and gym. Now, the contestants have to think about whether they have the skills to deal with that mix of speed and strength. It was clear what to do. This wasn't just brute force. It all came down to time, skill, and hard work. Ennis will need to do more than talk to keep the division's enemies alive if he keeps stacking nights like this. Richardson Hitchens gave a short, sharp ruling. His words were like a closing bell, signaling everyone to pay attention right away. As a result, Hitchens' response added a new layer to the praise. It wasn't long, and it was the kind of quick, clear verdict that warriors listened to. His voice had the weight of someone who had been under a lot of pressure in important situations. Suddenly, the fight felt less unexpected and more like confirmation of a new threat. Trainers and matchmakers will hear this and start recalculating plans. For fans, it turned excitement into expectation, and this performance changed the conversation. The next chapter has begun. Those who want to fight must step up and accept the challenge. Greg Hackett's words showed both surprise and respect in a way that only someone who knows the sport can.
And what more can you really ask for? I said that I did think it was going to be a better fight. I did. I said that I thought what's his name, Lima was going to knock Boots down, and Boots was going to get up and out of me. Boots just cut to the chase, that's all.
As Packett said, he was expecting a war, not a bombardment. But Boots didn't wait for drama. He ended it before it even began. It was a reminder of how unpredictable greatness can be when confidence and precision come together. That night, the atmosphere in the arena changed. One punch silenced everyone: trainers, fighters, and fans. Hackett's tone wasn't just about the win. It was about how brutally effective it was. Greg Hackett showed his pre-fight attitude in less than a round: cautious, focused, and aware that boxing punishes people who get too comfortable.
I was trying to put sauce on it. I was trying to put sprinkles on ice cream. I was trying to put the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? The reason being, I didn't like how people was talking about the fight. I didn't like how people was trying to just say, like, the guy wasn't shit. He turned out to be a victim. Okay, cool. But I don't like to disrespect people. And you know what had me in that bag? The Tellez fight in Abbas. That had me in that bag, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm like, that's what happened when you sleep on fights. You cannot do that. I don't care how good you are, I don't care how confident you are. You cannot do that. So that had me like a little like, man, we gotta make sure we lock in. But it's so ironic, it's so crazy that Boots say, his pop say to him, don't play with him. That means everybody in the same mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, everybody's like, yo, don't play with him. Like, fuck him up, man. Like, don't even try to play around with him because shit be happening. So, and I'm not saying me and Bo was connected. We was talking about it. It wasn't none of that. That was the vibe, bro. I just felt like some nut shit would happen. I didn't think Boots would lose to him. No. But I'm like, this feel like one of them times. Like some nut shit have happened. You know what I'm saying? And Boots just cut to the chase, but on some smooth.
He wasn't making things up to get attention. He was just protecting the integrity of the sport. What he said showed the nervousness that every coach feels before a big game. One mistake, one sloppy round, can change the whole story. Hackett and Boozy both knew this, and that shared energy of don't play around was exactly what led Boots to a brutal first-round win. Hackett's reflection showed an unseen side of boxing, the mental conflict that happens before the bell rings. His instincts told him to stay sharp, and they were right. Greg Hackett carefully explained what most people saw as chaos.
Smooth shit. It was real smooth. He fell in with the left hand, caught the angle. Lima just looked at him when he missed. Lima stopped and looked at him. Boots came back up with the right uppercut and buzzed him. Once he was buzzed, there wasn't no coming back.
His analysis provided spectators with a more in-depth understanding of how precise Boots' attack was. It wasn't raw power. It was a cold calculation. Every feint, every variation in angle was part of the plan. Hackett's breakdown reminded everyone that Ennis is not only strong, but also sharp. That clip depicted a warrior in perfect control, dissecting his opponent in seconds. The finish was not lucky. It was unavoidable, and Hackett's statements made this plain. When Boots moves like that, there's no turning back for the man in front of him. This night, the map transformed. Boots did not just win. He delivered a statement that will reverberate through matchrooms and scoreboards. Following a violent, perfectly timed first-round finish, everyone from coaches to casual spectators must reconsider the pecking order. If he maintains this combination of speed, power, and ring IQ, the division will not just notice but pursue him. What are your thoughts? Was this a one-time explosion or the beginning of a larger takeover? Can Ennis handle the big names when the fights go ugly and long? Who should he battle next to show that he's more than a highlight? Who should avoid him at all costs? Will a big money showdown propel him to stardom, or will it be simply another viral moment? Please share your ideas in the comments below. I'd want to hear your recommendations and opinions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch more breakdowns, reactions, and highlights like this.